Hey guys, welcome back to the final war of Season 25 in Alliance War. Unfortunately, my previous war, I lost some of the files and couldn't salvage them, but it's okay. We'll just do the last war here. We go in with the junior count on path 9 and the main on path 5, and the junior actually goes from 9 to path 7 in phase 2, so that's going to be fun. Something new for the final war. So I brought Colossus again because I had a fun time with him against Arcus in the previous war. So he does a pretty nice job on hazard shift here. I can attack during the incinerate phase, but not during the poison, which is nice. Get a nice beefy special too, and he drops. I also use him for this warlock, even with class disadvantage. I figure I can get through here. The resistor is going to play a factor where I'm not really going to be doing too much damage late in the fight because of the physical resistance. So I'm getting a ton of damage off those like first 4 hits. Did 24% of his health there, but after that it's going to take some time to do the rest of it here. So during the incinerate phase, I can go ahead and pound in, and again in the poison phase, I have to back off. So again, not too many hits in, only like 16 hits, and he's already at 44%. It's this last bit here that's kind of annoying. So during the poison phase, I'm just going to back off and parry, because I am not poison immune. But now with 10 stacks of that physical resistance, my hits are not doing too much. Trigger protection there, but I'm also a large champion or extra large champion, so I can take it off by knocking him down. And he's almost finished here. Done. Next, we jump onto the main account. We got Warlock, Doom, and Magneto going up the middle. We got an Invisible Woman, Ebb and Flow knockdown. We're just going to go in with Warlock. I did speed up a lot of these fights just because I had so many. I've got like half an hour worth of fights here. I had like almost an hour of uncut footage that I had to kind of trim down here. So no problem here against Invisible Woman. Drop a nice special too, and she's almost down. Just got to keep track of that invisibility, let the timer go off. And she's down. Super quick fight. This one, much trickier fight. This Havoc has ebb and flow knockdown, plus it has heavy hitters, so I've got to find different ways to get my openings. And even there, I probably should have done the heavy like I got on the second one there, but I can't counter those heavies because of the heavy hitter node. So I use my special 1 to get off a little intercept and a knockdown at the same time. And I'm just looking to try and get some ins. So I got a nice little intercept there, hit into his block. I actually wouldn't mind pushing him to a special 2 because that's easy to counter. Again, use the special 1 to get the intercept and remove the protection. There we go, get a nice little intercept. There we go, push the special 2. That's something I'm pretty comfortable evading. Again, special 1 knocks him down. Nice intercept again. Again, use that special 1 to my advantage. Get rid of the ebb and flow knockdown. So it was a little tricky, this one. I'm not always the most flashy player, but I can get my some tricky fights down. They're not always going to drop in they're not always going to be 15-second fights, but it's definitely effective. There we go, get a nice counter off of a full combo, got a nice parry there. Another special 1, take down the ebb and flow knockdown, and he's almost finished here. Alright, done. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, what do we got next on the path here? We've got another Mixmaster Korg Mini. We got our buddy the Rain Man putting on his white Magneto pre-fight. We go ahead and go in with Doctor Doom. We've done this before. You've seen it a whole bunch of times. I used to do it a few seasons ago all the time. Then I had a break, and now back in this alliance, I've been doing it a whole bunch. And the more I do it, the more comfortable I'm doing it. Even though in previous ones I was showing off some evades on the special one, here I'm back to just parrying it. I had this fight also in war number 11, which I lost some of the footage for, but that's okay. I think I had like 15 fights in war number 11, and I had one death to a window of opportunity stun thing where I had an accidental parry. I was using Venom, and I had him almost down, backed off trying to bait him into turtling to push him to 15 rock stacks, and I blew it. But it was a pretty good war. It had some nice fights in it. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage anymore, but that's okay. Here again, what do we like to do against Korg? Get to a special 2, make sure the rock stacks are down, drop that special 2, and watch the incinerates melt him away. Again, so great with the white Magneto pre-fight. I can just parry freely. So good. Let's try again. Get to the special 2. Perfect timing. Rock stacks are down. He's almost finished, and he's down. Awesome. Where are we going next? Okay, we're going straight up the middle here with the main account. We got Magneto against Nova, Ebb and Flow Intercept. The reason why he's here is because if you intercept Nova normally, you can be auto-blocked, but because he is a hashtag metal champion, Magneto takes away that ability because Magneto can't be auto-blocked. We get a nice little intercept into a special 2 there. We take that special 2 on the block. I'm very comfortable evading Nova on the special 1. I'm pretty sure we had this fight before, and I think it was also in my missing war video from war number 11. Alright, we're going to evade this, charge up to just get to 2. Prowess. Again, I'm not a reparry machine, so you're not going to see any of those here. There, he gets a couple, just the 1 bleed on him, but that's fine. We have the Furies from the special 3. So we're doing pretty good here. Drop a little special 1 on him. Again, nice evade on the special 1 encounter. Awesome. Next, we have this Ebb and Flow Intercept, Mortal Abomination with Redoubled Determination. This fight is rough, but you need the right counter. So you'll see here, I'm going to go in with Warlock, and I'm just going to parry and back off, just so that I can get the infection on. Once the infection's on, I'll be doing degen, and I'll be power draining him. I think it's due to the stop, like reversing the any healing from willpower that he might have. So it's pretty awesome. I just go with parry 1 hit or parry heavy, build up to special 3, drop a special 3 on him, puts a massive power drain, and gives me a little bit of healing back. And I really just try and run through this cycle as many times as I can. It is not a fun fight if you do not have the right counter to it. I'm pretty sure Archangel can also do this one. But I've done this a couple times now recently. There's one here and there's one on Path 8. And they're very similar fights, similar strategies. And I've done them. I've also done it with Guillotine 2099 with a pre-fight. not pre-fight, but with like the previous fight with a special 3 and letting the degens do a lot of work and spamming special 1s to power control. It's very tricky. And again, doing the dance here with Mortal Abomination so that I keep my parries on point. Again, each parry getting some degen damage, letting his power drain. I'm just trying to stay under control. Drop a little special 2 there so we can do some actual damage. Doing a couple hits here just to get I don't want to get too close to the wall against him. There we go, special 2 with some nice damage. Now, maybe I could have gone for some intercepts, but really just, I know it's a long fight, but I just figure I'd rather play it safe and just know that I can get the solo even if I take a bunch of chip damage. There we go, another special 2, and he's almost down. Perfect. Next, this Domino on path 7 is quite tricky. What is it here? It's Spite and Power from Afar, but we bring in Doc Ock and we try and get our Domino dash back intercepts on point. Go ahead, drop a nice special 2. Now, because of Power from Afar, so if I'm far away, she's always going to be gaining power, and Spite's always going to be gaining power, which means I'm always going to be building up my, the different like science categories, so that yellow one is always gotten to 100, so I'm consistently power locking her the entire time. And this fight was looking really good right up until the end, where you'll see here, I go in and she evades my special 1 because she had the lucky on. Gets a little counter on me. Luckily, she throws that special 2 and I'm able to finish it. So it was almost a flawless fight with Doc Ock there. I did heal up Doc Ock because I wanted to finish up these last 2 fights. We got this Human Torch with Aspect Evolution and Kinetic Transference. I healed up in Doc Ock and took him against Torch here. Just the damage from his detonations, like the crits plus the direct damage is like, 10-11k per heavy. It's pretty awesome. Drop a beefy special 2. Then we're gonna throw another parry heavy here, and he's down like a 23k direct damage on the detonation there. Next, I got this Apocalypse, and I'm feeling pretty confident with Kinetic Transference Power from Afar with Doc Ock. So we're going to take him against this Apocalypse, and he is also going to make quick work out of it. So you can see there, as I create distance on my heavies, it automatically puts that power gain on him, which automatically puts that power lock basically on him. It's almost immediate. Now, I did trigger a protection here, but look at the damage from that detonation on the heavy after that special 2. So good. Get another special 2 on. One more heavy, and he drops so fast. Love Doc Ock for those power gain nodes. Next, I probably could have taken this earlier, but at a certain point, sometimes nobody's decide, like some guys didn't move till pretty late, so I'm like, all right, let's go ahead. I'll just take Warlock against this redoubled Determination Void. Really, all I gotta worry about here is not so much about putting too many debuffs on him, and at the same time just keeping track of his gray counter, and when he's going to be putting those intimidating debuffs on me. As long as I'm at 10 or 20 or 30 hits, then I can remove it. So it's just a little bit of a dance of remembering where I'm at in the counter, And so I can see I'm at 30. He's almost at his next one. So I'm going to quickly go for like a 4-hit combo, then a 5-hit combo into a special one just to get to 40 hits there. Again, just over 50 at the right time. Here I can see he's almost there, so I only do a 3-hit combo. Now I'm going to get it, push a special 2, pushes me to 60. So it's just a little bit of a dance against Void. But for the most part, this one works great. I think it is Ebb and Flow Intercept also, but I'm just not worried about the Intercept here. Like, I'm just doing enough damage that I'm not too worried with the timer and how much damage I'm doing. I'm really not worried about the Ebb and Flow Intercept. There we go, another nice timing on the special 2, and I think he's down. There he goes. Awesome, now we go boss circle. We're just going to go nuts in the boss circle. We're going to take Warlock against the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch has Vigorous Assault and like increased healing. Doesn't really matter here. We're just going to go ahead and make sure that we parry and heavy and get off get our infection on him, and then we really just have to be careful about Wrath, and that's it. Get a nice special 2. It's good to always evade his special 1, especially when he's in Wrath, or else it can stun you. So there, he's in Wrath. Now in Wrath, again, you can still counter as heavy, even though it has an Unstoppable. The Unstoppable does disappear in time for you to counter it. There we go, special 2, we'll counter that. Wrath is done, we can parry freely again. Go ahead, drop a special 3. And just make sure that we have our infections up when he gets to his healing phase at the end of the fight. That's pretty much why you want Warlock here, you want a Void here, you want someone who can, even Doc Ock could do it, or even Guillotine 29, I've done it before. You need someone who can mitigate the healing at the end of the fight. There, bait another heavy, drop our own special 2. Again, and we're going to try and finish him before he goes into Wrath again. Perfect. Okay, what do we do next? Okay, we have this fight I was planning on doing from the beginning. It's a Stunning Reflection Cosmic Ghost Rider with Polka Dot Power and Stun Vulnerability. Now the last two I'm not going to worry about at all. I'm taking in Magneto because Cosmic Ghost Rider is #metal, so he's going to be magnetized the entire time. So that's great. But he's also, because I'm a villain, he's going to be putting a armor break on me the entire fight, which means I'm just getting free willpower healing the entire time. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to spend most of the fight just baiting heavies and special ones. And I know the special one seems like a lot, but for the most part, other than that one right there, I think for the most part you are able to counter his special one pretty freely without worrying about being countered. So I just kind of am counting in my head every time he throws that special 1, 2, 3, and then I dash back in, and that's kind of, I'm always counting in my head for certain certain specials, whether it's like Miles Morales or Stark Spidey, a bunch of the Spider-Mans that have like multiple hit projectiles. So again, a little bit of a long fight, but definitely super effective. I don't want to push him to a special 2. I'd rather sit there with his special 1s all day, so I felt pretty confident about this one going in. So you can see how many times I'm able to evade his special 1, and really, even with the distance across the screen, you have time to dash back in if you time it right. So a little bit of dueling just to practice, and there are some evades that everyone else can do and I can't, and there are some that I feel like I'm getting pretty good at. So I don't usually see that too often. So, it's cool to see that you can do it all the time. So a little bit of a long fight, but he's almost down there. Done. Next, I've got this Wasp, who I remember is hashtag metal, and even though this node has limber and spry, brute force. So limber's usually the annoying part on here. So, but Magneto, when the champ has magnetism, pretty much bypasses the limber. So I can freely parry heavy the entire fight, and I can still stun the entire time. I don't have to worry about the limber at all, and I don't have to worry about her evades. And even the one time she does do the evade, I get no. I don't have to worry about being auto blocked, and I don't have to worry about the shocks. So those don't apply either. So here we're just going to go ahead, drop a special 3. And she drops it really easily. Alright, next we've got this MODOK that we needed to finish off on Hazard Shift in the boss circle. And so I sped this one up because I just brought in my rank 3 Guillotine 2099, and I basically just spent the entire fight pounding the crap into his block. Really slow and annoying fight, but I didn't really have any other solid counters to take this guy. So even though I took some incinerate damage there on that heavy, we're fine. I don't even think we get down to our regen phase. And I'm not really even worried about keeping my combo up because I'm just hitting into his block the entire time. It's probably one of the more annoying ways to have to go about beating this guy. But there we took another little combo. But we're taking Mr. Potato Head to school here just by hitting into his block over and over and over again until he drops. So it's like 5 minutes of hitting into his block. And we probably could have gotten the solo if we, but definitely an interesting way to do this fight. It was kind of near the end. We were going to lose this one. Our spot for Platinum 4 was already solidified, and I figured, what the hell, let's just go in and have some fun and see if this will actually work. I had, champs like Colossus as backup that could probably do the same thing. But yeah, this worked out. Okay. Maybe a solo would have been a little hard. I think I do go down to the wire on this one. Again, just pounding into his block, baiting special 1s, getting some hits in every so often. That do a little bit of degen damage, but for the most part, hard to get any openings against this guy. So definitely not the prettiest way to do this fight, But yeah, it was. I was pretty happy after 5 minutes of hitting into his block that I was still able to get him down. Get a little counter there, special one, power drain him, hit into his block, and he's down. Awesome. Then we have the Doctor Doom 6-star rank 3 boss. Uh, I usually do this with Void. I think again we were pressed for time and no one was really talking, so we were kind of near the end, and I went ahead and brought in Magneto, and I think the only problem here is that I don't know if it's the magnetism, but I thought I had put on a like 200% mutant boost, but thinking that I could cycle from special 3 to like cycle special 3s, but I think it might have been the magnetism that didn't give me any power back from them, because it would only be against tech champs that it won't work. But you can see I don't really get any power back from the tech boost, so you'd think that I would get some, but maybe it's I don't know. If somebody knows, they can let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it might be because of the magnetism. So I saw I wasn't really getting the damage that I wanted, so that's okay. We got I think we end up we don't die to this Doom, but we do timeout, which technically is a death, but you know, it was pretty nice to get the timeout, and then we brought in our Doom to come and finish him off. So I did speed this one up a little bit, but I'll let you watch the rest of it. But good luck, guys. Hopefully we'll have a video maybe for when the season rewards come in. But enjoy the rest of the fight, and we'll see you in the next one.